50 of 80 matches. Mexico and Canada handling 10 apiece in what will be a 48-team tournament come 2026. And we welcome you inside our beautiful Red Square studio for the very first time. You're going to see a lot of it over the course of the next month. Glad you're with us. Rob Stone joined by Mexican international Moises Munoz, a man who led the Dutch, South Korea, and Australia, not just to the World Cup, but to the knockout stage. Gus hitting with a little pocket flair today. Good man, Gus. You're embracing our wardrobe department. And, of course, on the end, the Emmy-nominated U.S. Soccer Hall of Famer, Alexi Lalas, here with you today. Let's take a look right now at our 32-team, 8-group field. One of the buzzwords for this tournament is balance. We remind you, top 2 in each group move on to the knockout stage. Russia, Portugal, France, Argentina, Brazil, Germany, Belgium, Poland, listed on top. They are your seeded teams. Group A is statistically the weakest group in the history of the World Cup. Take a look at groups B and D. They are sneaky tough. Tomorrow, Group B opens up play, and the dynamics of that section took kind of a telenovela-esque turn yesterday, Lex. Nobody saw this one coming.
Nuts. Spain fires their coach 2 days before the beginning of the World Cup. We will see how this affects the players and this team going forward. You got Portugal, the defending European champions, really kind of toothless in my estimation. Morocco. Do not sleep on Morocco. You talked about sneaky. Morocco is sneaky good, so much so that I think they actually finished second. I think Spain finishes first. I think Portugal goes home. Iran, I think they're just also Iran.
Let's talk Germany over at Group F. Can they go back-to-back? That's the question that's been raising up right now. Some say they don't. I say they are going to go back. Why? Because they have such good players in this team. This is a team that, unlike Brazil or Argentina, they don't rely on just one individual. They have a group. They have a real good team in every line. And we'll talk about Toni Kroos. And don't forget about the number 1 goalkeeper in the world, for my understanding, Manuel Neuer.
Russia, Gus, a team that you used to coach. You're familiar here in this land. What can we expect from them?
I lived for several years here. You know, in this Group A, Russia has to go on. They play Saudi Arabia, but when you walk in the street, when you walk in the Red Square, people are rather pessimistic. But I think, and I hope, the coach will play an attacking-orientated team. Then they have the chance to advance. They have to win today.
So much rides on this opening game versus Saudi Arabia. The lone previous meeting between Russia and Saudi Arabia have to go back to 1993, a 4-2 Saudi win in the friendly. For more on today's match, let's check in with the pair calling the game from you. Luzhniki Stadium, out we go there live. Our good friend JP Dellacamera and former U.S. international keeper Tony Meola. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Thanks so much, Rob. Tony, you've been in this situation before. What's it like emotionally for these players today?
It's a range of emotions, no doubt about it. There's nerves, there's anxiety. And for weeks you've been trying to figure out when I finally get out there what's it going to be like. But it's not until you come out of that tunnel and get your feet on the grass, you kick the ball for the first time, that you realize it's the same game you've been playing since we were a kid. If I'm Saudi, I'm thinking the pressure's all on my opponent. They've been hearing it from their fans, from the media, most recently from their president. And they really have the responsibility, in my opinion, of making sure that the 80,000 that have come to this stadium and the millions of eyeballs around this country, this beautiful country, it's their responsibility to make sure that they feel like it will get better tonight over this next 90 minutes and, more importantly, over the next couple of weeks.
It's already loud, Tony, getting louder as we speak. Rob, we can't wait to bring you Game 1 of 64 coming up soon here on Fox.
JP, thanks for about 47 minutes away from kickoff. And as we continue to scan the field and some of the talents floating out there, we're going to find one. The Brazilian-born Mario Fernandes getting set to represent Russia, who are winless in their last 7 games. More on the attitude of their fan base and the impact of the Putin pressure when we return.
This is the eastbound portion of the Bay Bridge. See, what's tricky about this section is it goes underneath the westbound roadway, making it a challenge to get a signal down here. So, we added extra antennas beneath the bridge, facing up, bringing the signal as close as possible to commuters. We drive here every day to check that these antennas are working properly, because whether you're driving over or under the bridge, your connection should be the same.
Allergies can stand in the way of enjoying the moment. Break through with Allegra, the fastest non-drowsy allergy relief. In just 1 hour, it starts tackling tough allergy symptoms for 24 hours of relief. Get back to the moment with Allegra.
time to celebrate the guy who taught you everything. Stock up on Father's Day gifts at Men's Warehouse. Dress shirts and pants are now 3 for $99. Get 50% off all shorts and casual shirts. Plus it's buy one, get one free on select items. Dad's gonna like the way he looks.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Time now for Tournament Ambitions presented by SoFi. If recent history is any indication, a victory today for Russia or Saudi Arabia would leave them well on their way to a knockout stage berth. Under the current format, 51 of the 60 teams that claimed victory in their opening game moved on to the next round. Igor Akinfeev unable to prevent Russia from falling in the group stage 4 years ago. The veteran keeper and the captain hoping home field advantage can contribute to a deep run this summer in his native land. And for more, let's have the site of today's game, Luzhniki Stadium, a couple miles away from our Red Square studio. Here's Maria Omanaya with the pulse of a nervous nation.
As the fans enter into the Luzhniki Stadium, you can feel this intense energy started to build. The whole country is fired up to cheer their team to beat Saudi Arabia in the opening game of the tournament. Actually, our coach Stanislav Cherchesov told us yesterday that Russia had already won the tournament by hosting it and welcoming all these passionate fans. Earlier this morning, Russians started gathering here at 6:30 to rehearse their performance at the beginning of the game. And now you can feel the crowd of 80,000 people who can't wait for the game to start.
We can't wait either, Maria. Russia counting on a huge performance from Sergei Ignashevich. Coming up, our Gus Hitting gives his thoughts on the veteran defender, what he does as a side job, plus we're going to relive Saudi Arabia's greatest World Cup moment.
This phone is so slow.
Ryan, just get a different phone already. What, do you need a celebrity to convince you?
Couldn't hurt.
Hey, Ryan.
Aubrey Plaza?
Why don't you switch to the new LG G7 ThinQ?
I'm good.
What's it going to take for you to switch?
I don't know.
Seriously, Ryan, what do you need, a selfie?
Sure.
Hey, Google, take a selfie.
It can do that?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Get up to $750 back when you get 2 LG G7 ThinQs at T-Mobile.
Sports' biggest superstar, Cristiano Ronaldo of Portugal. Iniesta, Ramos, Silva, and his Spanish team. The superstar versus the super team. Portugal versus Spain tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
If you want to make watching the FIFA World Cup even better, all you have to do is click. With the new Fox Sports app, now you can stream every game from anywhere you are. Impress your friends with the Adidas FIFA World Cup highlight machine. The new Fox Sports app. Download it today.
At IKEA, we believe your perfect student deserves the perfect room for the perfect price. And who's there? Hey, a boy? You never told your dad and me about any... Wait, what's going on now? Move the flag!
I got it.
Honey, please don't do this.
I have to. It's who I am.
The 2018 Toyota RAV4 with foot-activated power liftgate.
Ooh, that's a pineapple.
Get 0% APR for 48 months plus $500 bonus cash on a new 2018 RAV4. Toyota. Let's go places.
dozens of marine biologists in Florida learning the language of dolphins. You think that's amazing? The Florida Lottery has awarded over 775,000 Bright Future scholarships to help students like Carly McGregor achieve their dreams. See Carly's story and others at flalottery.com/brightfutures.
People like vanilla, but people love chocolate. Think about it. There's no vanilla on vanilla, because when it comes to ice cream, it's all about the chocolate. On chocolate. On even more chocolate. So put a spoon in it. This debate is done. Greenwise Organic Chocolate Truffle Ice Cream. Chocolate ice cream, fudge truffles, and a chocolatey sauce. Your move, vanilla. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Ready?
You've seen them ride together for years. Now it's your turn. Fast and Furious Supercharged. Ride it now at Universal Orlando Resort. Florida residents, get ready to double your thrills when you buy one day and get a second day free. For details, go to universalorlando.com.
At IKEA, we believe your perfect student deserves the perfect room for the perfect price. And who's there? Hey, a boy. You never told your dad and me about any. Wait, what's going on now? Move the flag!
FIFA World Cup Live on Fox is sponsored by the LG G7 What's It Gonna Take? And by Bud Light, official beer of the 2018 FIFA World Cup.
Well, any discussion of great World Cup goals has to include this one by Saudi Arabia's Saeed Al Rayyan against Belgium back in '94, weaving his way. The 1-0 victory in D.C. at RFK Stadium, securing the Saudis' place in the knockout stage. That round of 16 appearance in their first ever World Cup, still their best showing to date. Glad you're with us from our Red Square studio here. Rob Stone, Moises Munoz, Gus Hiddink, Alexi Lawless here with you. Injuries have absolutely hammered this Russian team, particularly on the defensive end. So what do? They go out, Gus, and reach out to one of your former players who had previously retired from the international game.
He was retired. He's 38. I had him in my period here, 2006, 2010. He's 38 years old. They called him back. Well, I respect it very much that he's doing, but it's also a signal that the education of young players has lacked a bit recently. On top of that, he owed me a dinner. He owed me a dinner in the restaurant. He has a restaurant, and he has said, "Boss, I cannot come. I have to play."
We'll see how much longer they're going to be playing here at the World Cup. Could be 3 games, maybe 4, maybe more. We'll still get that dinner reservation, though, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, good. I'm hungry.
Well, I'm looking at Saudi Arabia here, and I'm looking at Mohamed Al-Salawi up top. This is a guy who scored 16 goals in qualifying. That's the good news. Bad news is against teams like Laos, Cambodia, East Timor, Malaysia. So he can score goals, but can he score goals against better competition? They're going to need him today, and they're going to need him all tournament long.
Russia just 1 victory, or rather 0 victories over the course of the last 8 months. That man is going to be under some pressure, Moises.
Definitely. Igor Akinfeyev, he served as a scapegoat in Russia's failure to advance out of the group in the last World Cup. He gave up the soft goal against South Korea, and now he has the opportunity to make it right in front of his home crowd. He plays for CSKA Moscow, so he's going to be just where he wants to be.